The recent revelation regarding the upcoming release date for Far Cry 7 has stirred a quiet yet palpable optimism among fans of the franchise. It has been some time since Far Cry 6 launched, and while it offered players a vibrant, politically charged open-world experience, there has been a growing hunger for something fresh, something that pushes the series forward. As players eagerly look to the future, the news that a seventh installment is on the horizon has reignited excitement and speculation about what Ubisoft might have planned for one of its wildest and most enduring franchises. Far Cry has always occupied a unique space in the gaming world, blending vast open worlds with chaotic, often over-the-top storytelling. From the tropical islands of the original game to the Himalayan heights of Far Cry 4 and the rural American cults of Far Cry 5, each entry has offered a distinct setting, an unpredictable antagonist, and a sandbox where players could unleash mayhem. The fact that Far Cry 7 is now being discussed so earnestly signals that despite criticisms over formulaic elements in recent years, the series still holds a vital place in gamers' hearts. The announcement of a tentative release date is not just news of a new game, it's a sign of renewal for a series at a crossroads. Part of the excitement surrounding Far Cry 7 stems from the belief that Ubisoft has had enough time to reimagine the formula. Fans recognize that it's been longer than usual between entries, which could indicate a more ambitious development cycle. Rather than simply iterating on what came before, Ubisoft now has the opportunity to rethink key aspects of the franchise: the narrative structure, the antagonist dynamic, the scale of the world, and the mechanics that drive gameplay. After years of predictable patterns, liberating outposts, scaling radio towers, crafting gear, players are hopeful that the next Far Cry will offer more meaningful innovations while retaining the series' core chaotic spirit. There is also a sense that Ubisoft is aware of the broader gaming landscape and the rising expectations from players. Since the release of Far Cry 6, the open-world genre has evolved significantly, with titles like Elden Ring and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom pushing the boundaries of player freedom and environmental storytelling. In order to remain competitive and relevant, Far Cry 7 will likely have to do more than deliver another colorful map littered with icons. Fans are optimistic that Ubisoft's longer development timeline indicates a recognition of this need for evolution, potentially hinting at a richer, more immersive world and a deeper connection between player actions and story consequences. The quiet optimism also reflects a deep emotional connection players have with the franchise's most memorable characters and moments. Villains like Vaz Montenegro from Far Cry 3 and Pagan Min from Far Cry 4 remain iconic, largely because they brought psychological complexity and unpredictability to the games they inhabited. Fans are hoping that Far Cry 7 will recapture that magic, delivering an antagonist who is not just evil for the sake of being evil, but whose presence permeates the entire experience, shaping missions, environments, and player choices. Recent rumors suggest that Ubisoft is placing a renewed emphasis on narrative depth and character development, a move that would be warmly welcomed by the fanbase. Another key area where Far Cry 7 could chart new ground is in its world design and progression systems. In past games, the Ubisoft formula became a point of criticism, with repetitive tasks and map-clearing mechanics leading to fatigue among players. The hope now is that the upcoming installment will feature a more organic world where exploration is driven by curiosity rather than checklist-style objectives. Dynamic events, environmental storytelling, and emergent gameplay moments could all become integral parts of the experience, offering players a world that feels alive and responsive, rather than static and scripted. Multiplayer and cooperative play also loom large in discussions about the future of the franchise. While previous Far Cry titles have dabbled in co-op modes, these experiences often felt bolted on rather than fully integrated into the core design. With Far Cry 7, fans are eager to see a more cohesive approach to multiplayer, where the chaos and creativity that define the series can be shared seamlessly with friends. There is tremendous potential for Ubisoft to innovate here, perhaps by creating persistent co-op worlds or integrating competitive elements that blend narrative and player agency. The cautious optimism also reflects a broader trust that Ubisoft has learned from both its successes and its missteps. Far Cry 5 was lauded for its setting and atmosphere but criticized for its repetitive structure. Far Cry 6 introduced significant improvements in character interaction and world building but still struggled to break free from familiar patterns. With Far Cry 7, there's a feeling that the company is aware of these critiques and is aiming higher, both creatively and technically. The success of recent Ubisoft titles like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Rainbow Six Siege, both of which saw strong post-launch support and innovation, suggests that the studio understands the value of evolving with its audience. One intriguing possibility for Far Cry 7 lies in its setting. While Ubisoft has yet to officially reveal where the next game will take place, fans are already speculating wildly. Some hope for a return to a tropical or remote wilderness setting, while others dream of an entirely new environment, perhaps an urban jungle, a dystopian future, or even a historical backdrop. The setting has always been more than just scenery in Far Cry. It acts almost as a character itself, influencing the tone, gameplay style, and narrative possibilities. A fresh, bold choice of setting could be the key to reigniting the franchise's spark. Technological advancements also present opportunities for Far Cry 7 to push boundaries. With the power of the latest consoles and PC hardware, Ubisoft can deliver denser, more detailed worlds than ever before. Improved AI, dynamic weather systems, realistic wildlife behaviors, and vast, seamless environments could all elevate the experience dramatically. If leveraged properly, these technologies could turn the next Far Cry into a benchmark for open-world design, a true next-generation experience that feels alive in ways previous entries could only hint at. The coming months will be critical in shaping that future. Teasers, trailers, and gameplay reveals will either stoke the flames of excitement or dampen expectations. Yet for now, the franchise stands at a threshold filled with possibility. The release date revelation has opened the door to a new chapter in Far Cry's storied history, and fans, quietly but unmistakably, are ready to step through it, wild heart and all.